Julia Walsh here from FRACK Action?
We're here.
Come on, Julia. We got our first speaker. This lady, like young Josh Fox, for us old RACK activists, we see people like Josh Fox and like this woman that's coming up right now. And this is just the most amazing thing. And here comes the whole troop of them.
Yeah,
this is FRACK Action, basically. Let's have a hand for it. And they're so beautiful and so young, and they give us like so much hope, and it's just really great. And like I've told them, I told Julia, I told Renee too, I said, well, you know, I'm so old, I was in the civil rights movement, and I remember when I was your age, marching, you know, for civil rights, you know, and now you guys are coming along, and so you're carrying on, and it's an amazing thing. Goodness triumphs over evil, and these ladies are having a real big effect on that. So, Julia Walsh is the head person. She was the MC for a great big event we had in Albany on Monday. Hundreds of people showed up, and it was just fantastic. Why don't you talk about a little bit about, you all three want to talk, or is it just you?
We'll talk a little bit.
Okay, then
We'll make it short.
All right.
Well, I just want to thank everybody for coming out. This is one of the first big events here on the other side of the river, talking about fracking, and just give it up for Chris for putting this together. Shale here. It's called the Utica Shale, and it's along the bank here of the river in Dutchess County. So hydrofracking could happen maybe where we are right now and along the river. So just wanted to really tell you a little bit about this moment here. Pete was a big part of our push for the moratorium, which got us to this point. They were ready to drill last summer across the state, and they're ready to drill right now. And so we're really in this prime moment where we all have to get involved, because this is our lives, this is the health of our communities, our families, and our children and the future generations that's at stake right now. We've got a petition going around for Governor Cuomo asking him to ban hydrofracking, and we really feel like this is a moment where we have to all get together across this great state and make sure that we say, no way, no fracking way, this cannot happen here. And so we need all of your help. We are thankful that your generous support in coming here and giving $8. We could use more of that. We're building a big tour right now across the state to go around, to activate, to empower communities, to take control back, to make sure that everyone's voices are amplified, because that's what's really going to resonate in Albany. That's what's going to move the governor to stop this, because right now there's so many powers. Last year alone, over $2.8 million was spent in Albany on lobbying to make sure that the moratorium didn't pass. And we saw that our state legislators knew that there's a real big problem here. And so we have to keep that pressure up, because all signs show that Governor Cuomo is not thinking about whether or not to do this, but just when to do this. I'm going to give it over to Claire to say a few words, and thanks so much for coming out.
Like Julia said, the only way that we're going to win this is if we can organize every single community across the state. We need all of you, not just to sign the petition today, although we do want you to sign the petition, but we need you to get engaged and think about who in your communities you can begin to reach out to. We need to get every single church, synagogue, mosque engaged. We need to get every single community association, the teachers' associations. We need to get the Elks Lodges. We need to get the senior centers. We need to reach out to everyone in every community. So we're going to be going on a tour around the state where we can start to map out who in the communities we need to reach out to and how we can make sure that every single person in New York State knows what's at stake right now for the future of New York, and knows that the only thing that will protect us is a ban on fracking. That's right.
Okay, just one last shout out. We're going to be selling our cool new t-shirts that you can sport around. And make sure people know about this issue. Talk it up. The only way that we're going to win, we can't compete with the money of the gas industry. They're going to spend millions and millions of dollars in the next few months in PR campaign and commercials and in trying to buy off our elected officials. But what we can win on is our community involvement. really strong area here, thanks to the work of Pete and many others who have dedicated their lives to progressive movements in our Hudson Valley, this beautiful area. And it's with that strength and with that power, joining and linking arms with our community members, that we're going to be able to fight this and beat it. And so we need all of you to come on board. Please get involved and tell everybody that you know that this is a really bad deal for New York, that these people are criminals and we have to keep them out. Thanks so much.
Ready, 1, 2, 3. What do we say?
No!